Hey, is it true that every CEO feels lonely at the top, or am I the only one who feels this way? You know, when you start a business, everyone thinks you're going to feel free, like you're going to be able to do what you want, when you want, with people you want, and that success is just going to happen. But I don't know if you feel this, but I felt like the higher I climbed and the bigger the business grew, the smaller my world felt. It would be weird because my day would be full or I'm being around people, right? Employees and clients and vendors and competitors even. But none of those are people you could really like talk to, you know, like as a human, as an owner. Look, you can't talk to your team, like no matter how close-knit your team is, because at the end of the day, look, you still sign their paychecks. And you can't just talk to your clients, like that'd make them feel awkward and nervous. And you sure as hell can't call your competitors that you see at all these conferences and be like, hey man, I'm burned out. I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. So it's like you just find yourself living in this bubble, like this busy, noisy, suffocating bubble. And it's weird because every input that you actually have, like every conversation, every email, every text, it's about work, it's about performance, it's about growth. It's like you're surrounded by people all day, every day, but none of them are the people you actually need. Like for me, I remember driving. Sometimes to the office, sometimes to visit a client, sometimes for a meeting, but I just wished I could just call someone. Not for advice, not to fix anything, but just to feel understood, to feel like I wasn't the only one carrying all the weight. And honestly, that's kind of the strange part, because I had this whole list of people on speed dial, but none of them were people I could actually talk to about stuff like that. So it's this weird sort of tension where you're surrounded by people all the time, but somehow it's never the ones who make you feel less alone. And that's kind of what happens. You build something amazing, something really cool, something you're proud of. And in the process, you accidentally build walls around yourself. And you start carrying the weight of everything, but just quietly, because you feel like that's what leaders are supposed to do. So you start mistaking isolation for strength. And honestly, maybe that works for a while until the weight just gets heavy. And then you realize you don't have anyone left who sees you, like not just the business version of you. But here's what I've learned. Leadership doesn't have to be lonely, but you just can't sit back and wait and hope that that connection shows up. You have to build it. Look, find one person outside of your business who gets it. Not an employee, not a customer, someone who's walked the road, a peer, a coach, a mentor, whatever, but someone you can actually, talk to without having to translate everything. And inside the business, work to build relationships that go beyond task lists, the kind where people don't just follow you, they help share the load. Because honestly, the strongest leaders aren't the ones who carry it all. They're the ones who know when to let someone else carry it with them. So look, if you're in that place right now, if you're driving in silence, if you're feeling like your world is getting smaller the more successful you get, I see you. You're not broken, you're human. And that's what I love about what we get to do at Eightfold Advantage, because we help leaders build structure and rhythm and support so the business doesn't have to depend on you carrying everything alone. Because you can lead without being alone. You just have to stop pretending you're fine when you're not.